All right, you guys, getting a little out there on some of the world music scales, if you can call it that, or the sounds, right? Some of that kind of African and Middle Eastern stuff that I love so much. To me, it's just all blues, man. It's all blues. It's the feel of that stuff. But man, so it's Super Bowl Sunday. It's been raining in Nashville for days and days on end. Me and Kaylin jumped in the car yesterday and went and had some tacos, and then went to all the stores. Man, we went deep. We went full on American consumerism. We went to a couple furniture stores. Went to a place here called Southeastern Salvage that just has a bunch of stuff. It's kind of like a cross between a Home Depot and your grandma's attic if she just threw everything out there. It's pretty wild. You can buy shot glasses from Morocco, or you can buy a bathtub. It's crazy. So maybe combining those two things wouldn't be a bad idea, right? So then we drove across Nashville to all the stuff. We went to Target, Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods. We just walked through all that stuff, and I gotta say, man, I cannot believe how much stuff these stores have. I mean, I sound like I don't get out of the house ever, but I get excited. Like when I see all this stuff, I'm fascinated at the rows and rows of nothing but water bottles, Yeti coolers, and rows of, and just the amount of shit that you can buy. I mean, I could have spent $500,000 yesterday and just at Best Buy and walking through these stores, just buying unnecessary plastic garbage for my house. Anyway, it's fun to see all the latest technology, and it's fun to be old enough to not buy it all when I'm there. So I think we got out of there the whole day for about $20. I bought a journal that was cool, and I bought Kaylin some measuring cups from World Market. Anyway, happy Super Bowl Sunday. I hope your favorite team, if they're a part of this, wins. I've got friends in both places and low places, but I've got friends in both those places, so I got no dog in the fight. I'm not a big sports fan, but I do appreciate a good event. So I know the game's coming on in just a minute. I wanted to get you a little video. This is not going to be anything crazy. I've got a hell of a week coming up, and I'm going to try to stay consistent and maybe do some behind the scenes footage. I've got a bunch of lessons. I've been doing the Guitar Gate live stream with Michael Palmisano, who's a great guy, and he's been kind enough to have me as one of the instructors on that. Me and Brett Papa are starting to film a course this week. That's going to be 3 solid days. Rehearsing with Oates Tuesday night for the gig at the Franklin Theater on Friday, which is a makeup date from last month from the Iced Apocalypse, Snowpocalypse 2024 here in Nashville when everything got canceled. I'll be rehearsing with Oates at his house on Tuesday night, playing the gig tomorrow night. And man, just getting everything ramped up. We're doing a lot of admin groundwork to get this Uncle Larry record out, man. I swear to God, it's coming really, really soon. And so just looking forward to a really busy week of all the things that we do. And I'm realizing having enough stuff in different areas keeps me exhausted, but not burned out. So that's a great way to look at it, I'm finding. Had a great night the other night, another rainy ass night. It's been raining here forever. Friday night, I hooked up with Uncle Larry, Greg Voros, Ebo, Corey Terrell from Gruens, and we ran into a bunch of other cast of characters. Chris Van Tassel from J-Rocket Audio Pedals, Owen Barry, a great guitar player here, a bunch of other guys we ran into. And then actually got our face melted by 2 heavy metal bands for a while, and then we hung out with Rex Brown after the gig, which was awesome. What a sweet guy, and he was familiar with me and Uncle Larry's stuff, and he was making some sweet remarks, and ended up, the next day Greg was like, hey man, Rex wanted to give you his phone number, and I'm like, man, here's another Nashville night where somebody else ended up on the radar, or somebody else ended up being friends with that I had no idea that those worlds would ever collide, or that we were on each other's radar. So just another fun night, and all that stuff. It's fun, man. And I appreciate you guys engaging me and let me tell some of these stories. And I've been thinking about all the things that's happened over the years. And we do as much stuff in one day as some people get to do with their whole life. It's amazing. And so I don't forget about those memories. And I'm going to share some more with you. But what I'm going to share with you right now, and I appreciate you letting me talk a little bit. What I want to share with you right now is simple, very simple thing here. Don't think this is jazz, but it's just a 2-5-1, and so that's going to be like a C to D minor to G to C. So that they call that a 2-5-1. So that's a 2 minor to the 5 to the 1. So C to D minor to G to C. You hear that all the time, right? And so there's a way to get to that where this is a perfect example of how to start using the chords to outline all the stuff I'm talking about with melody, harmony, musicality, chord shapes, all the frameworks that make up that, and then turning that into music. So here's a perfect example. It's going to be, again, I'm going to add one interesting chord in here, and you've heard it. It's going to be the C to the diminished, and I think that's a C sharp diminished. I'm not exactly sure. You guys can tell me what. It's basically a C chord, and then the way you make this chord is you play a C7, but I'm just raising the root 1/2 step. So you make a C, you make a C7, and you raise the root 1/2 step. So if I'm playing C and I'm playing a song like this. One more time. Okay, you've heard this in a million things. You've heard it in country music, you've heard it in jazz, you've heard it in pop, you've heard it in old 50s songs. You've heard it all over the place. It's not genre specific, it's just a chord change. So you could do it here if I'm playing out of the E-shaped C chord. Right, raise the root. So C, C7, raise the root, just play the 3-note chord, right? I'll get into all those chords than I have before, but here's what I want to do it today is down here. So watch, so outlining these changes, when I raise that root up, everything else in that C7 chord stays the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to base this riff, this very basic outline, but this is the kind of stuff that we build lead guitar and melodies and playing over changes over. C major. In jazz, this would be a C major 7. A D minor 7. G7 to C major 7. But we're going to do C major. So again, root 3rd 5th. Now, everything else is going to stay the same the second time, except I'm moving the C up a 1/2 step. So it's going to be root 3rd 5th to C sharp 3rd 5th. Now watch, to D. D minor arpeggio to that G, right? So again, because that covers your D minor 7, right? So again, now watch, D minor arpeggio out of your C-shaped D chord. So D major, D minor, G. So because there's your major 3rd of G. So it perfectly outlines this chord. And then right back down the the C major scale. So G chord, then which is your major third of C. So I'm resolving. You can play whatever you wanted to after that, but this is the first part. Again. Here. Do it here. Do it here. Do it here. Let's see. Do it here. Let's see. Let's try this other one. Let's try this. There's another great line. I'm going up. Right up. Okay, that's getting a little bit more advanced. Not much, but you guys, you know, that's just a different way to resolve. I'm going up. So don't be afraid. You got to use your mind here a little bit to try to figure some of this stuff out. Think about it. Okay, if I'm going down there and I go up there, well, there's my G, there's my C there. So we're breaking this stuff up. But check that out. Again, that's just C diminished. I think it's a C sharp diminished. Climbing up to D chromatic. That's really all it is. So check that out. That is a bare bones way of how to outline these chords. The note that changes in the chord is the note you change and emphasize with your lead guitar playing. So let's take that and run with it, man. This is how to take these fundamentals and translate them into music. Guys, thank you so much. I can't wait to try my deluxe big muff that Uncle Larry got me for my birthday. And hey, you guys, look, have a great week. Rock on. I'll see you in a couple days. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I hope we see some sunshine real soon. Check out the links below. Check out the tip jug. Check out the lessons. Check out the gigs in New York coming up in March. Check out the clinic in Ohio in April. Otherwise, telecasting to you from East Nashville. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you real soon. All right. Bye.